Hey y'all, so I'm recording this video. So for those of you who missed my live, next time you see me go live, please join. You can even join me like physically and then we can talk. So join my live. I promise you guys that I will record a video on what it is I did to lose the 65 pounds. First, I had to get an understanding of who we are, what we are. So we as people, we are tri beings. So what that means is we just have three parts. We are a spirit, we live in a body, and we have a soul. Anytime we make a change, whether it's internal or external, we have to align ourselves on every level, spiritually, physically, and in our soul. You cannot do one without the other because it will cause an imbalance. So anytime a shift is made, make sure you are shifting every part of you. When I decided I wanted to go on a weight loss journey, I had to get the understanding that it would be a whole lifestyle change. It would not be just a weight loss journey. I would have to change everything about what I do on a day to day. I was 315 pounds. So I could not just go full throttle and like do everything all at once. I have to take things slow. I know me. So the first thing I did was I began working out at the gym. I walked on a treadmill for maybe about 10 minutes, and that was a lot for me because I didn't move a lot. The next thing I did, remember I said that we're tri beings? My mom was getting on my nerves. She's Pentecostal. I don't go to church, but she kept telling me, you need to come to church. You need to read your Bible. And I didn't want to go to church. So what I did is I began to start reading my Bible. And I started off reading daily devotions, don't shade me. It progressed into me actually reading the entire Bible. Your soul is your memory, your trauma, your experiences. So anything that I felt like was triggering for me, I would write it down. Now, mind you, it's always okay to talk to people, but be very careful with who you share your personal experiences with because listening ears can become talking mouths. Yeah, I decided to write in a journal. And I do talk to my friends, but be careful. During the first year, so maybe after 2 months, I began to meal prep. I also increased my workouts from 10 minutes a day to 20 to 30 minutes a day. And I moved from reading daily devotions to reading from Genesis to Revelations. And I didn't do anything dramatic. I just would play it out loud in my car on my way to work and on my way from work. I'm dyslexic, so hearing something out loud and trying to comprehend is much better for me than for me to try to physically read it and comprehend at the same time. I really didn't lose much weight in the first year. I think I maybe lost 20-ish, 25-ish pounds. I made sure I stayed off the scale. The only way I knew how much I weighed if I had to go to the doctor. Year two is where I start going a little harder. And another thing is I was more of a weightlifting girl than all cardio girl because I didn't want to get like squishy. I'm pretty solid and I've always been pretty solid. So people always tell me I carried my weight different, whatever. But I think that's what also aided in the slower progress. So by this time last year, I had got Invisalign for my physical health. I began working out for about an hour, maybe 10 minutes of warm up, 30 to 35 minutes of weightlifting, and then the last 20-ish, 30 minutes of just steady state cardio. For my spiritual health, I became celibate. I also, by this time last year, had read the entire Bible. So I kind of understood a little bit more about myself because the Bible is basically a manual. It tells us who we are. The manufacturer made a manual explaining how the machine works, and that's what the Bible is. For my soulish health, I made sure I addressed my traumas. I let myself know that it was okay to feel what I was feeling, despite what I had went through. Despite what I was feeling, despite my triggers, I let myself breathe. I gave myself grace, which a lot of us fail to do. So then the summer rolled around, and this is where I feel like everything exploded because for some reason when it's warmer you lose more weight. But I think it was because walked a little more. I began to do workouts outside. Now, losing weight is mental. It's a lot of mental change. I would still drive to the gym, but I would park at the gym, maybe put my clothes and stuff inside the gym, and I would walk outside and take a walk. We had this park right next to the gym I go to. Beautiful. It has all the trees in the world, all the bird sounds, little bunnies running around, and I spent a lot of my time at that park, walking. I feel like that contributed a lot. Also, I used to work for the Salvation Army. They gave us lunch started at 10:30 a.m. Dinner started from 3:30 to 4:30. They're giving us free dinner and lunch. I'm not gonna pay for anything when I leave work. I guess you can say I incorporated intermittent fasting. To this day, I still do not eat after 4 p.m. The most important thing you can take away from this video is to give yourself grace. Understand what you are. Understand that you are a tribe being, and anytime you alter anything in life, you have to align all three parts of you. If you have watched any of my previous videos, I have talked about reconciliation. Reconnecting with what created you is going to be a big part of your lifestyle change. So please, number one, prioritize your spiritual health. Next in line, prioritize your physical health. And lastly, prioritize your trauma and experiences. All of them go hand in hand, but make sure you're prioritizing what matters. Life is easier when you understand the role you play, what you are, and who God created you to be. So I highly suggest you work towards being the best version of you at any capacity, whether it's sweeping floors or being a CEO of a company. Prioritize your reconnection with God and your body because you only get one. I say this a lot to my friends. There are two things you never get back. You will never get another body, and you will never get your time back. So please make sure that those things are treated with delicacy. So I'm going to end this video by saying I did a complete lifestyle change, and that's what did it. I've tried to lose weight several times in my life. I've been in a 200-pound since I was maybe 12 years old. So I've been trying to lose weight. I'm now 260-ish, maybe 250-ish. But the number on the scale doesn't matter as much as how you feel physically, and depending on your preference, how you look physically. But pay attention to how you feel, because that's what's going to get you further. Thank you for watching my video to the end. I greatly appreciate it. Please follow me for more videos like this. Thank you. Bye now.